Our world is full of secrets. There are places, vast and untouched, where the land itself seems to breathe. We have come to one such place. Here, ancient mountains claw at a sky of impossible blue. Below them, a great sea of grass stretches to every horizon. The wind is the true ruler here. It whispers through the tall blades, carrying stories from one end of the plain to the other. It is a land of giants and of ghosts, a place where life and death perform their eternal dance, often completely unseen by human eyes. Our journey is to find the dancers, the masters of this wilderness, the elusive animal killers. These predators are the architects of this ecosystem. They are powerful, intelligent, and masters of concealment. To find them is not a simple task. One cannot just walk into their world and expect to see them. It requires a different kind of seeing. It means learning to read a language written in broken twigs, faint footprints, and the very silence of the air. We are here to follow their trails. We seek not to disturb, but to understand. The challenge is immense. These animals have spent millennia perfecting the art of being invisible. They are shadows that move through the light. Their presence felt long before it is ever seen. The sun here is a harsh painter. It casts long, deep shadows that stretch like dark fingers across the landscape. Everything is either bathed in brilliant golden light or cloaked in profound darkness. This world of high contrast is the perfect stage for the predator. It allows them to merge with the environment, to become part of the scenery. A flicker of movement in the shade could be a leaf, or it could be the ear of a leopard. A dark shape on a distant rock could be a boulder, or it could be a lion at rest. To track them, we must learn to see the world as they do, in bold strokes of light and shadow. Our quest begins with patience. It is the first and most important tool in this wilderness. We must quiet our own world to hear the whispers of this one. The constant hum of our lives must fade, replaced by the symphony of the wild. The chirping of insects, the distant call of a lone bird, the rustle of the wind that never seems to stop. It is in these small sounds and the sudden absence of them that the first clues to the predator's location will be found. We are guests in their kingdom, and we must move with the respect and quiet attention that such a privilege demands. The morning air is cool and sharp. It carries the clean scent of damp earth and wild herbs. For hours, the only sound has been the wind moving through the endless plains. It is a constant, soothing presence. But then, something changes. A sudden explosion of noise rips through the calm. A flock of small birds feeding peacefully in a thicket erupts into the sky. They scatter in a panic, their alarm calls sharp and frantic. This is not a normal disturbance. Something has broken the peace. This is the first sign. A signal that an unseen danger is moving close by. We move towards the source of the alarm. Our steps are slow and deliberate. Every sense is on high alert. The birds have now fallen silent, but the tension they left behind hangs heavy in the air. The world seems to be holding its breath. What could have caused such fear? In this land, there are many possibilities. It could be a snake slithering through the undergrowth, or it could be something much larger. A caracal, perhaps, with its tufted ears and silent paws, or even a cheetah, using the low bushes as cover for its patient stalk. The possibilities are many, but the evidence is scarce. We examine the area where the birds were feeding. The ground is a tapestry of tracks and signs, a storybook for those who know how to read it. We look for anything out of place, a bent blade of grass, a scuff mark in the soft soil. a single displaced pebble. It is here at the edge of the thicket that we find it. A print. It is large and round, pressed deep into the earth. The shape is unmistakable. It belongs to a big cat. This single mark in the dirt transforms the entire landscape. It is no longer just a beautiful wilderness. It is now the hunting ground of a powerful predator. The print is fresh. The edges are still sharp and clear. The animal that made it passed this way only moments ago. The panic of the birds now makes perfect sense. They saw the hunter long before we did. Now, the real work begins. This single footprint is the first word in a long and difficult story. It points the way, offering a faint trail into the vastness. Following it will test our skills and our patience. The animal is close, moving like a phantom through the landscape. We are on the trail of a ghost, a master of the unseen world. Tracking is an ancient art. It is a conversation with the land itself. Each footprint is a clue. It tells us the direction the animal is moving. It can reveal its speed. Was it walking slowly, conserving energy? Or was it running in pursuit of prey or escaping a rival? We follow the line of prints as they weave through the tall grass. The trail is not always clear. Here, the ground is hard and rocky, and the prints disappear completely. We must now rely on other signs. We must think like the predator. Where would it go? It would likely choose the path of least resistance. We scan the terrain ahead. The animal would avoid the open ground where it could be easily seen. It would use the natural contours of the land for cover. It would move through the gullies and along the dry riverbeds. These are the corridors of the wild, the secret pathways used by its most elusive inhabitants. We follow a shallow ravine, its banks dotted with thick bushes. The air here is still and cool. The sounds of the open plain are muffled. It feels like we have entered another world, one that is more intimate and enclosed. A world where an encounter could happen at any moment. Here, another sign appears. A low branch on a shrub is broken. The break is fresh, the wood inside still pale and moist. It is at the perfect height for a large animal to have pushed past it. A little further on, we find a tuft of fur caught on a thorny bush. It is coarse and tawny, with faint, dark spots. The evidence is building. The ghost we are following is starting to take shape. It is almost certainly a leopard. A solitary hunter, known for its incredible strength and its ability to vanish into thin air. It is one of the most difficult of all predators to track. The trail leads us onward, deeper into the territory of this magnificent cat. With every step, our respect for it grows. We see how it uses every feature of the landscape to its advantage. It moves with a purpose and an intelligence that is humbling. The sun climbs higher in the sky, beating down on the plains. But here in the shade of the ravine, the hunt continues. We are not the hunters, of course. We are merely followers. We are students, learning from the master. The leopard is somewhere ahead of us, a silent, powerful presence, completely at home in its world of shadow and silence. As we emerge from the ravine, the landscape opens up again. Before us lies a scattering of immense granite boulders. They are ancient monoliths, worn smooth by centuries of wind and rain. They rise from the plains like islands in a grassy sea. The midday sun is relentless now. It bleaches the colour from the sky and beats down upon the land. The heat creates a shimmering haze near the ground, making the distant shapes of trees and animals waver and distort. It is a world of extreme contrast. The sunlit faces of the boulders are almost white, while their shadows are pools of the deepest black. This is a leopard's paradise. The jumble of rocks provides the perfect combination of vantage points and hiding places. From the top of the highest boulder, it can survey its entire territory. It can watch the movements of potential prey from a safe distance, planning its hunt with patient precision. And among the deep shadows and narrow crevices between the rocks, it can rest, completely hidden from view. To us, the rocks are a confusing maze. To the leopard, they are a fortress, a place of safety and a platform for its deadly work. It could be watching us right now, and we would never know. The silence here is different. It is not empty. It is filled with suspense. Every dark space between the rocks holds a possibility. We scan the boulders with our binoculars, searching for a sign. A twitch of an ear, the flick of a tail, the unmistakable rosette pattern of its coat. But there is nothing. The leopard is a master of stillness. It can remain motionless for hours, its body pressed flat against the rock, its pattern blending perfectly with the dappled light and lichen-covered stone. It is the living embodiment of the landscape. The wind brings us a new sound. It is the faint, nervous bleating of a small antelope, a klipspringer perhaps, which lives among these rocks. The sound is close. The animal is on edge. It has sensed danger. The leopard's presence is a pressure wave, a disturbance in the natural order that other animals can feel. It is a testament to the power of the predator. Its influence extends far beyond its physical reach. It shapes the behavior of every creature that shares its home. We are in the heart of the leopard's domain, a place where the rules are written by the hunter. We decide to wait. In this game of patience, sometimes the best move is to make no move at all. So, we find a place to rest in the shade of an overhanging rock, our eyes still scanning the granite fortress. The sun is at its peak, and most animals will be resting now, seeking refuge from the oppressive heat. The predator we seek is likely doing the same, tucked away in a cool, dark crevice. Honestly, the world seems to have fallen into a deep slumber. The only movement is the slow march of shadows as the sun begins its long journey towards the western horizon. It is then that the wind shifts. It no longer comes from the open plains. It now blows gently from the direction of the boulders, and it carries something with it, a new scent cutting through the smells of dust and dry grass. It is faint at first, but it is unmistakable. It is the smell of meat, a raw metallic scent, the smell of a recent kill. This is without a doubt the most powerful clue yet. A leopard is not just a hunter, it is also a hoarder. It will often carry its prey to a safe place, away from other scavengers like hyenas and lions. The scent gives us a new direction. It is a tangible thread, pulling us towards our goal. We begin to circle the base of the rock pile, moving into the wind, following the scent as it grows stronger. This changes the nature of our search. We are no longer looking for the leopard itself. We are looking for its larder. Leopards are famously strong. They can hoist animals much heavier than themselves high into the trees, or wedge them securely in a rocky cleft. They do this to protect their hard-won meal, ensuring they can feed for several days. Our eyes are now drawn upwards. We scan the branches of the few hardy trees that grow among the rocks. We peer into the dark mouths of small caves and fissures. The scent is very strong now. It hangs heavy in the still air. We are close. Very close. The tension is palpable. The predator may have left its kill to rest nearby, or it could be right there guarding its prize. Every step must be taken with extreme caution. We are about to intrude upon the most private and fiercely defended aspect of a leopard's life: its food. The trail of the scent leads us away from the boulders and towards a small secluded waterhole. It is a hidden oasis, fringed with thick reeds and shaded by a canopy of fever trees. Their pale yellowish bark gives the place an ethereal, almost luminous quality. In this dry land, water is life. It is a magnet that draws all creatures. It is a place of truce, where different species come together to drink. But it is also a place of great danger. Where there is prey, there will always be predators, waiting patiently for a moment of vulnerability. The scene at the water's edge is one of perfect tranquility. A family of warthogs kneels to drink, their tails twitching nervously. A herd of impala stands nearby, their large ears swiveling constantly, testing the air for any hint of danger. The water is a mirror, reflecting the deep blue of the sky and the pale trunks of the trees. The only sounds are the gentle lapping of water and the hum of insects. It is a picture of absolute peace. But in this world, peace is often a mask for underlying tension. The presence of so many watchful animals suggests they are not alone. We find a position downwind, hidden behind a dense screen of reeds. We wait and watch. The waterhole is a stage, and the drama is about to unfold. The animals drink quickly, never letting their guard down for more than a second. They know that the thick vegetation around the water's edge provides perfect cover for an ambush. A lion could be lying flat in the grass just meters away. A crocodile could be submerged just below the surface of the water, only its nostrils showing. Every drink is a gamble. Every sip is a risk. And then we see it. Not the leopard we have been tracking, but signs that it has been here. On the muddy bank opposite us, there is a clear set of tracks leading down to the water. They are the same large round prints we saw this morning. The leopard came here to drink, but there is something else. Drag marks in the mud, leading from the water's edge back into the thick bush. The leopard was not just drinking, it has made its kill here, and it has dragged its prize away to a safe place. The scent we were following was not from the rocks, but from this secret place. The drag marks lead us into a part of the bush that is thicker and more tangled than any we have encountered. The light here is dim, filtered through a dense canopy of leaves. It feels like we are entering a tunnel. We have to move slowly, pushing branches aside. The air is heavy and still. The scent of the kill is now overpowering. We know we are at the very heart of the leopard's hiding place. Our own senses are screaming with alarm. This is a dangerous place to be. We are intruders in the predator's inner sanctum. We round a corner, and there it is, the source of the scent. The carcass of a young impala is wedged high in the fork of a thick, gnarled tree. It is a remarkable display of strength. The leopard has hauled its kill at least 20 feet off the ground, safe from any ground-level scavengers. The area below the tree is silent. There is no sign of the leopard. Has it left? Is it sleeping somewhere nearby? Or is it watching us? The silence is unnerving. It feels as if 100 hidden eyes are on us. We raise our binoculars to look at the kill, a testament to the leopard's success. And as we scan the branches around it, a shape resolves itself from the chaos of leaves and shadows. It is the leopard. It is lying on a thick branch just above its kill, perfectly camouflaged. Its body is flattened against the tree, and its spotted coat breaks up its outline completely. It has been watching us the entire time. It has watched us follow its trail. It has watched us find its secret larder. It has been in complete control. For a long moment, we are frozen. We lower our binoculars, and its gaze meets ours. There is no fear in its eyes. There is no aggression. There is only a calm, intelligent, and ancient watchfulness. It is the gaze of an animal that is the absolute master of its world. In its eyes, we see a wildness that can never be tamed. We are in its presence, and it is a profoundly humbling experience. We have found our ghost, and it is more majestic and more powerful than we could ever have imagined. We slowly, carefully, begin to back away, leaving it in peace. Leaving the leopard to its meal, we retreat to a safe distance. We can reflect on what we have witnessed. The journey has been long and difficult. It has taken us across plains, through ravines, and over rocks. We followed a trail of signs that were almost invisible. A footprint, a broken branch, a scent on the wind. Each clue was a small victory, a page turned in a complex story. The final encounter was a reward for our patience. It was a rare glimpse into the secret life of one of the planet's most elusive animal killers. This single hunt is a perfect example of the laws that govern this wilderness. The leopard is not cruel, it is a survivor. Its existence depends on its ability to hunt successfully. Every stalk, every chase, and every kill is a necessary act. It is part of a larger cycle. The death of the impala will sustain the leopard, giving it the strength to patrol its territory and perhaps raise its own young. Nothing is wasted here. The predator shapes the world around it, keeping the herds of herbivores healthy by removing the weak and the unwary. The relationship between the hunter and the hunted is an intricate dance of evolution. The impala have developed incredible hearing and speed to escape predators. In response, the leopard has developed unparalleled stealth and power to catch them. It is an arms race that has been going on for millions of years. It has produced animals that are perfectly adapted to their roles. The beauty and grace of the impala are a product of the leopard's threat. The power and intelligence of the leopard are a product of the impala's vigilance. They define each other. To witness this dynamic, even from a distance, is to understand the profound balance of nature. It is a system that is both brutal and beautiful. It is governed by simple, uncompromising rules of life and death. The leopard we tracked is not just an individual animal. It is a representative of a wild and untamable force. It is a symbol of the wilderness itself. Its presence ensures the health and vitality of this entire ecosystem. It is the king of its domain, a silent guardian enforcing the ancient laws of the wild. As dusk begins to fall, the sky turns from orange to a deep velvety purple. The first stars begin to appear. The sounds of the day are replaced by the sounds of the night, the chirping of crickets, the distant whooping call of a hyena. The world of the diurnal creatures gives way to the world of the nocturnal. The leopard we followed will soon become active again. Under the cover of darkness, it is in its element. It will descend from its tree and continue its silent patrol, another chapter in its hidden life beginning. Our journey to track this animal has taught us a valuable lesson. It has taught us humility. We came with all our technology and our knowledge, yet we were like children in this wilderness. We struggled to see what the birds and the antelope saw so easily. We struggled to hear the silence and understand what it meant. The predator was always one step ahead of us. It allowed us a glimpse into its world, but only on its own terms. These animals possess a mystery that we can never fully penetrate, and that is perhaps as it should be. Following the faint trails of these elusive killers is more than just an adventure. It is an act of reverence. It is a way of connecting with something ancient and essential. It reminds us that we are part of a much larger, more complex world. It teaches us to look more closely, to listen more carefully, and to appreciate the intricate beauty of the natural world. The suspense and difficulty of the track only serve to deepen our respect for the animal we are pursuing. It is the challenge that makes the final encounter so profoundly meaningful. These great predators are a vital part of our planet's heritage. They are the spirit of the wild places made flesh. They command our respect not through fear, but through their majesty and their perfect adaptation to their world. Their survival depends on our willingness to protect these last great wildernesses. By following in their footsteps, we learn the importance of awe. We learn that the greatest wisdom is to recognize the mystery and majesty of nature, and to do everything in our power to ensure that these magnificent animal killers continue to roam the wild, forever unseen, forever free.